Winter in the Colorado Rockies is around 6 months long, so by February, I'm typically craving a change of scenery. As much as I love snowy mountaintops and warm drinks in front of the wood stove, I'm usually a little bit tired of it by the 4th month. So last weekend, I took a road trip to Utah with my friend Carrie and her dog Chula. And Maggie and Frida stayed home with my friend Tim. The trip was broken into 2 travel days and 2 exploration days. The first day we drove through slushy mountain Colorado roads into the desert of Utah, and I've compressed that 7-hour drive into 34 seconds for you. After a long day in the car, all Chula wanted was to go outside. So if you can imagine, we saw a lot of this until we went out for our next adventure. The first day we saw some incredible petroglyphs and pictographs, the first being the Rochester Panel and the second was in Buckhorn Wash. So today Carrie and I are visiting the Rochester Panel in Utah, and it is magnificent. If you can believe it, these petroglyphs are 1,000 to 2,000 years old, which is insane. To get to the panel, we had to take a mini hike, which was absolutely gorgeous. We unfortunately arrived at an odd time of day where the panel was half shaded, half in the sun, so I wasn't able to get a full picture of what we were looking at, but the individual works are pretty amazing close up. The panel itself was incredible, but so was everything around it. Saw the Rochester Panel, we got back in the car and drove to Buckhorn Wash. And holy moly, is that place gorgeous. We started out by seeing the area's petroglyphs, then went to go see pictographs, and eventually saw a dinosaur print, which was pretty cool. These pictographs were painted over 2,000 years ago, which blows my mind that the paint was able to last that long. This is a dinosaur print. On our second adventure day, we took a drive out to Black Dragon Canyon, which is my absolute favorite thing along I-70. I pass it every time I'm going back and forth between Colorado and California. This is the first time I actually explored it. On the way, we stopped at a couple beautiful pull-out spots before we got to the canyon itself. And then we finally arrived. I really want to fly the drone, but we keep on getting these massive gusts of wind, so I am just not gonna chance it. But to explore the actual canyon, you have to get back in the car and drive to the back side of it. It looks like a completely different world over there, but it is still breathtakingly beautiful. It was about a 1.5 mile walk back, but I loved every single step. As you can see, I am a little obsessed with rocks. I could probably spend an entire month looking at rocks in that canyon. Walking through the canyon may have been my favorite part of the whole trip. There's something about those massive walls that are so high above my head, but also so close together that's both comforting and awe-inspiring at the same time. Pictographs were really high up and they were hard to see. I don't have very good shots of them, but at this point we had seen a lot and it was time to return back to our Airbnb. And then the next morning, it was time to head out. The cold is calling me home. It's officially time to pack up and head home. And while I had an absolutely amazing time, saw some really, really beautiful things, and it was nice to have a change of scenery, I am definitely ready to get back to my little cabin and snuggle with my puppies. So let's go. I'm home! Woo-hoo! And now it's time for me to head back in my cabin and finish editing this vlog for you. So thank you so much, and I look forward to seeing you in my next video.